G'day gang, how are we all going? Welcome back to some more Alliance War action. This time around we've got Invictus matched up against BSB Legends, who are at the moment I believe the second best warring ally in the game. So it's a tough ask, big battle ahead of us. So they're running with the red tanks with the Pulse as the predominant option, and then Invictus is running with the green tank still. So off the bat, I've gone a 3-1-1, 3 blues, and then 2 other heroes. It's not a great board, let's be honest. There's blue tiles sort of scattered everywhere, but none of them are really aligned with where Pulse is. So I'm sort of trying to get the ball rolling to get them into a position together, but not really having too much luck at this point in time. Did manage to get Fiddle Charge, so we'll put some put that ailment onto Emerald there. I'm just going to extend the duration of it as well with Fungi Beats there. But unfortunately, we do cop the shot from both Vision and Ghost straight after each other, and then follow it up by, you guessed it, Amethyst as well. So we are in a bit of a precarious health position right now. I don't really have too much going for me. I've got no healers, I've got no tiles, or had no tiles lined up on the tank Pulse. Just managed to sneak a kill shot there. I'll recharge Amethyst. And then go again, probably targeting the right-hand side here just so that we can at least get a second kill shot before we end up losing this. So didn't quite get the kill on Emerald there from the minor damage, but do get it with the second shot. If I can get Amethyst charged again, we'll retain the stealth bonus, and so long as we don't take too much damage in the process, we might have a chance of whittling away a third hero, because the stealth will protect me from this special skill shot here. And we managed a good dodge there from the damage on enemy Amethyst, but unfortunately we are out of stealth in the next turn, and Ghost, I think, Ghost and Vision are both going to hit me in the next turn. I don't have my skill charge, and my stealth and dodge bonus is at an end. So yeah, unfortunate that is towards the end there, but you know, can't help everything. Amethyst can't always solo an entire team. That would just be a little bit too much to ask. So we'll go back in with the clean. It is Ghost and Vision, the 2 heroes on the left-hand side. So I will build a purple and green setup just to take them out. And then the 1 hero on the right, Amethyst, has got very little health left on her. So it won't take much to finish her off. Edge variant, I recently actually leveled Edge for, I think, the first time ever. I don't think I've ever leveled a copy of him before. So this time I've only leveled it for the variant, essentially, for that really, really good variant, that is. So yeah, that's the team I've built. I did go with yellow heroes rather than the green that I was initially thinking. So we went with 8-Bit and Cooper, because they are a very, very good combo. Honestly, I don't really need too much to finish this one off. I just need a couple purple tiles like we're getting here, a couple yellow tiles as well, just for good measure. And if we can get both of those things running, we won't have too much trouble with this. So we've got the purples up, so we'll just fire away, put most of the damage onto Vision, seeing as he's the maximum health hero on this team. Didn't quite get too much out of it, let's be real. There was a lot of dodging that happened there, but we got enough that we could kill Amethyst in the second attempt. And there we go, we're managing to finish it off pretty much just with the last set of tiles that we'll get in the next turn. We've got a match 3 lined up on Vision, and he's got the defense against purple down, so wasn't going to take too much to finish him. But there we go, we got finally got the first kill against Vanessa Ives. Going in a second time on ArieHare, also a pulse tank, so again gone with the 3-1-1 setup of 3 blues once again, and then we've gone with Dragon Fist and a second copy of Fiddle just for that charge control. So a little bit nicer this time. I did get an initial match on the enemy Pulse. After that, it's kind of dried up a bit. There's not been too much more blue that's flowed in, not to matchable positions anyway. So that has allowed the enemy Pulse to fire and get those minions going, which makes it quite difficult from here. Nice cascade there, which does kill off Pulse. Unfortunately, Ghost is charged, but fortunately, it's only Ghost that charged in all of that. So Unfortunately, the rest of them charge the following turn. So we've got to be a little bit selective about where we do our targeting here. So I'm going to target the right-hand side with my Dragon Fist, and then the left-hand side, specifically, I had targeted Sidestep with Fiddle. Didn't get the effect to proc on her. She dodged it or withstood it. I'm pretty sure she dodged it, to be honest. I didn't really catch it. And that sort of put us at a better precarious position, because even though we got the effect off with Dragon Fist to do the charge cut, the following match did end up charging them again. So that sort of shows, yes, that charge cutting is good, but it is very easily or very quickly reversed with a big enough cascade. So we are in a spot of bother here. There's no hiding that. We do lose our second, third, and fourth heroes. And then, yeah, we'll just try to get some damage off on Ghost before we end it. But not a good war so far. Yeah, for those of you that have encountered Pulse dominant defense teams in the war arena, it is quite nasty. She doesn't give you much of an opening if you fall behind in your damage output early on. So yeah, it is hard, because that passive charge generation is rough to overcome. So clean up here, we've got 4 heroes on their side. This may have been a little bit of a mistake. In my team selection, I did go with purples and reds, which is a good team selection or color selection, because it does at least target Sidestep predominantly, seeing as she's who I view as probably the biggest threat remaining on this team. And then it's also strong against Ayumi on the right hand side, so it'll help us to kill the highest health hero that remains, as well as open up the ghosting lane fairly okay on the right hand side. So we have gotten through reasonably unscathed at this point. Did have a revive there from Ayumi, but fortunately we're able to deal with it fairly easily. It is worth noting as well that my Coyote that I've used is only 4-80, so that was a little bit of extra risk that I probably didn't need to introduce, but I don't have a maxed copy and I don't have any other purple healer to draw on. So next up we've got Marv, so my third Pulse tank. Again, 3-1-1 setup of the blues. At some point it has to come right. Like, at some point I've got to get enough tiles to make a one-shot. So hopefully this one's it. I've gone with Clara for charge control. She does a charge slow to all enemies. And then we've also got charge control in the form of face-off. And then also we've got 2 AoE hitters in Krampus, who mostly is in there really for his steal. And then also we've got War Chest, that's his name. So bit of a mistake play there. I should have waited with Krampus to be able to reverse some of these effects, and also to possibly steal the effect that Hypernova is about to put out. But I mean, hindsight and rush play did bite me a little bit here. So we can pretty well charge Krampus. We did get it across the line there. So as soon as Hypernova fires, we will steal that buff back, or steal that buff. Not back, but I will steal it, as well as the effect from the damage share as well. So heal up with Jocasta. She did last just long enough to charge and fire. Lucky little purple cascade there with some crit or shell shock damage from the blue tiles, which got rid of Hypernova on the side, and now we're just pinging away on the left side. I've only got to get a little bit more damage, which we did get from our stolen Hypernova buff. So we got there. We got a one-shot. So I am going to opt to take a clean at this point. My damage has been poor. I've not had a good run of the board, so rather than risk another one-shot failure without having a cleanup flag, I'm going to take the safer or more team-conscious route and just take one of the cleans that was available on the board. So naturally, as soon as I take a clean, I get a extremely blue-dominant board. I mean, look at all of those blue tiles. I could have charged someone like 3 times. So yeah, so we did get all of our skills charged, and we can just tap away on that enemy Topaz. I'll fire off with Quattro, which should be enough to kill him. Yeah, there we go. So we got the kill. did get our clean relatively easily, and that's the end of that. So one shot, 2 double taps, and a clean. Hopefully your wars went better. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Until then, good luck, stay safe, and happy gaming. Cheers, bye!